Rashad, why you
Anyways.
didn't hit me up?
Rashad. Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.
Man, it feels good. It feels good. It feels good to be back. So this what happened. This what happened. Company came in, welcomed them in, and stuff like that. They had to do what they had to do. Things. I finished the movie. I finished the Water Boys in the meantime. And the Water Boys, I don't. Okay, I'll give it a take. Why not? Why not? I'm back. I got some time. But I finished the Water Boys, and after I finished Water Boys. And I was like, okay, I'll stream. So they went out, did, I'm saying, getting around the city, the conference and stuff like that in the city. And I stayed back. I get the stream. So I get a couple hours just free, just stretch. I ain't got to worry about being a good host, anything like that. I'm just chilling, man, at the crib, man. And so with that being said, let's get into it. Also, I'm gonna pull up the score. I'm gonna pull up the score while I'm doing the I'm talking about the Coke Boys. Not Coke Boys, Coke Daniels, Water Boys. Also, I thought the lead actor could have came harder for sure. Lead actor definitely could have came harder, bro. Like, it sounded like he was reading. I ain't gonna hold you. The number 2, his best friend, he was actually like the best. Like, he was like a really good actor, bro. And everybody else was all right. The girl, the friend, they had one girl in the group, in their friend group that there was, part of the friend group. And she was like, she wasn't that, she sounded like she was reading to the script. I was surprised that like the lead actor was the one that seemed like he needed kind of like the most help. But in terms of just the overall storyline, the writing of it, the slang in it and everything, it was pretty much as close to Atlanta as I feel like you can get in a movie modern day with the slang and everything. So, all right, with the movie, and the ending was really good. The ending was really good. It was just this kid's his acting, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, shouts out to bro, everything like that. I ironically, in my old job, did an interview with these guys about this movie when it first came out. It was Coke Daniels. Who else was there? His best friend, the best friend kid was in there. Where is he? Can't find him. He's not up here on the main thing. But yeah. And then like someone else. And they were all really good, man. Like the interview was great. I think Quavo did a good job as the villain of the movie. But yeah, you see he got 4.8 stars. I think the reason why, bro, it was just the acting, bro, it was bad, bro. It was bad. I ain't gonna hold you. But shouts out to Buddy. It kind of, like I said, like it reminded me of the Late and the Near joint. Like the Late and the Near joint, that movie was like, and shouts out, salute to Angel McCautry. That movie was, man, I ain't like that movie either, dog. And and you can't say, oh, they had big budgets. These people had big budgets. I like Tubi movies. I like independent joints. I watch all the time YouTube series. Like people who make YouTube is a whole community of Black creators like based in LA that make, videos and stuff like that I really enjoy their series. I've been watching them for years. People like Big Jaws, of course, at the top of the game. But you see me interviewing those people every now and again. Adia and what's his name? My homeboy over there. Fenarios and Adia and Natalie, you know what I'm saying, who do the skits in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like independent filmmaking. I like Mikey and White. I'm watching a lot of Mikey and White now. What's up, Neo X Games? I watch a lot of Mikey and White. So it's like, I like independent, low budget stuff. It's still got to be good, bro. Like the acting still got to be good. So that's how I felt about Water Boys, and that's how I felt about the what is it with the late Lanier joint. Oh, with that being said, let's get to the rest of the stream, shall we? I'm gonna pull up the score in the meantime. You see it's the 3-0 Denver Broncos. All right, we're gonna start off with the Morris Brown statement, bro. So Morris Brown done came out with a statement in response to them abruptly firing the president. They got them back on a map. They got them back accredited, all of those things, and the world of upper education, higher education. Here's a statement from the chair of the Morris Brown College Foundation Board. Excuse me. The Morris Brown College Foundation affirms its full support of the Morris Brown College Board of Trustees in this decision to implement a leadership change. We are confident in the decision. It was made with care, deliberation, and deep commitment with the long-term vitality of the college, its students, alumni, and broader Morris Brown community. We are encouraged by the direction and have been in direct communication with interim president Zinga Shaw. She has clearly articulated her priorities and objectives for ensuring stability, continuity, and progress. The foundation stands firmly in the support of her leadership and is confident that the Morris Brown College is in capable hands. At this pivotal moment, unity, clarity, and shared purpose are essential as the institution continues to advance its mission. While leadership transitions can naturally bring moments of uncertainty, change is sometimes necessary to create space to strengthen an institution, foster growth, and position it for sustained success through new ideas, fresh perspectives, and renewed focus. The Morris Brown College Foundation remains fully committed to advancing the college in close partnership with the Board of Trustees and institutional leadership. We are confident in the path forward and firmly believe that the future of Morris Brown College is strong, resilient, and promising. Sincerely, Andre Williams, Chair of the Morris Brown College Foundation. When you say new beginnings can bring about change and growth and all those things, like what more change could the last guy Kevin James, what could he brought? He literally got you guys, like I said, back on the map. He got the school accreditation above everything else. He brought back homecoming. He literally had Morris Brown College as a legitimate fourth college in the AUC. Once again, for years, it was literally just three, and Clark was looked at as a stepchild. It was Spellhouse, of course, Spelman and Morehouse, and then Clark. And now it's Spelman, Morehouse, Clark, and Morris Brown. And that's really due to the just all the what do you call it? What do you call it when someone's really determined, when someone is really the persistence and the hard work and just even the vision that Dr. Kevin James had as the president. I don't get this still. So I'm gonna raise this up a little bit, my stand, my camera, because I had to get the laptop up. When I was reading, I was scrunching over, and I was like, bro, this is not good for my posture on my back. So I'm gonna raise this up a little bit, and we're gonna get the camera right. Hold on. Is that better? Let me see. Okay, it's a little off. Let me see. Going the wrong way. Hold on, is this it? This it? I think this is it. Oh, okay, now my head's cut off. Let me go. All right, cool though. Cool. But I don't agree with this at all. I don't know what Morris Brown's plan is. I don't know why they moved to Zinga Shaw. I felt like if it was something that was scandalous, like they found out he was stealing money or something, I think like a worse investigation would have been in one of these statements, and it hasn't been brought up yet. So I look at that as well. Like, what is going on, man? What for 41.8 mil? Ting tang, tang. What for 41.8 mil? Tang. Okay. But yeah, that's all I'm saying. I felt like if this was something where he was stealing some money from the school, or it was something extremely scandalous, we would have heard the words investigation through these first couple of statements. And we haven't heard that at all. So, I mean, if you're just talking about pure performance, he did a great job in increasing the school's visibility and bringing them back to relevance. Morris Brown went away. It was something that kids only knew if they seen Nick Cannon's drumline and Dallas Austin's drumline. Ain't nobody else know no Morris Brown outside of that. They're like, oh, Morris Brown is a real school. Yeah, Morris Brown is a real school. They ain't know nothing about no Morris Brown, man, unless it's drumline. So it's like the fact that he brought that school not only back to relevance, but like brought it from the dungeon. Like, it's a lot of people. It was just like a bando. Morris Brown was darn near a bando in Atlanta, just empty building, this big old building right near, the Bluff and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, which is Georgia Dome back then and stuff like that. Like, that's what it was. It was just a big old empty building taking up space, bro. And so I don't know, man. For it to go to a respectable college again, an accredited institution, and a part of the AEC family again, it's sad to that you got rid of the guy that did that was responsible for that. So shouts out to Kevin James. Shouts out to Morris Brown, my uncle and Morris Brown. And yeah, with that being said, we're gonna move on to the next thing. Jay-Z, he won his paternity suit. This was something that we looked at a few months ago when he was going through it. Ramir Satterwaith. Jay-Z has been awarded $120,000 after winning his paternity case against Ramir Satterwaith. This was heavily promoted by Nicki Minaj. Ramir's legal guardian, Dr. Lily Coley, has been ordered to pay roughly, oh my goodness, $119,235.45 in legal fees under California's anti-SLAPP statute, which is designated to protect defendants from baseless or retaliatory claims. That's crazy, bro. I feel like he never took the test, though, which says a lot about himself. So how do you win? Oh, they say don't believe this. Let me look now, because you never know, bro. Ramir, because how do you win a suit and have to get 100? Fraud is not protected. As I said, the $119,000 was a publicity stunt case, and it's now in default. Come with the facts. Fraud is not protected speech. It was a publicity stunt cause. So what is this? What's going on? What's it saying? To pay off judgment. What is it? I don't know what this means. They're playing Chinese checkers. I pray you get justice. You look just like him. So he said it's not over. I don't know what's going on. If I can get a lawyer up here, let me know what the heck is going on, bro. All right, this is a month ago. Ramir's auntie. I was charged $90,000 attorney fees and the legal sanctions in New Jersey due to Jay's illegal filing on August 2025. I was not a party nor served. This was based on Jay's fraud in the court and on the court with no jurisdiction in Cali, and indirect fees were about $60,000. Reports, nothing will. We don't pay fraud for allegations. I'm so confused. What's going on right now, bro? I don't know what's going on, bro. So he's saying he won the 120. Where should I go? Black Enterprise? Let me go rolling out. Oh, home team. Just so Brent, that's probably it. What's behind Jay-Z's alleged $120,000 alleged son case? California court awards rapper legal fees and paternity dispute. The ongoing saga over allegations of Jay-Z fathering a child reached a new chapter when the California federal court ordered the godmother of the alleged son to pay nearly $120,000 in legal fees. The ruling concludes years of litigation that stretched across states and courts, including the New Jersey Supreme Court. The case strikes back to claims made by Wanda Satterwaith, the late mother of Ramir Satterwaith. She stated in a 2015 affidavit that she had a brief encounter with Jay-Z in 1992, at a time where he was still performing under the name Raw. The meeting reportedly took place at his aunt's Brooklyn home, and she claimed the protection failed during the encounter. Over the years, Ramir bought DNA testing to confirm paternity, emphasizing that his pursuit was for closure rather than financial gain. God bless him. Legal action led by godmother. Following Wanda's passing in 2019 from heart failure, her godmother, Lily Coley, took up the legal right on Ramir's behalf. Coley first filed a paternity action in New Jersey, but the state court blocked the case from moving forward. She then filed a lawsuit in federal court in California, alleging neglect by Jay-Z and asserting that officials colluded to pressure her and Ramir into abandoning the case. Court filings also included claims that legal battles had caused her personal financial losses and complicated previous bankruptcy findings. Court dismissal and sanctions. The California federal court ultimately dismissed the lawsuit with prejudice in 2025, meaning Coley could not amend or refile the complaint. The court found the case suitable for resolution without oral argument and rejected requests to delay sanctions. This allowed Jay-Z to recover legal fees under California's anti-SLAPP statute, which protects defendants from lawsuits intended to interfere with the legal rights or speech. Coley had sought a temporary restraining order to prevent Jay-Z from pursuing sanctions, describing them as retaliatory, but the court denied the request. The result was nearly a $120,000 award in Jay-Z's favor, officially closing this chapter of the litigation in the courts. Ramir's continued response. Despite the repeated rulings in Jay-Z's favor, Ramir has continued to publicly challenge the legal decisions and the application for the anti-SLAPP statute. He shared posts disputing the sanctions and questioning the legitimacy of the legal outcome. While courts have consistently sided with the rapper, the ongoing online statements keeps the case in public discussion. Let me see. All right. Truth lives, bottom line, when the record already shows, based on the violence, New Jersey proceedings lack subject matter jurisdiction, void fraud from the beginning, void proceedings cannot, so he's still fighting it. Broader implications. The legal saga illustrates the complexities of the celebrity paternity claims and challenges the courts face and balancing legal procedure with the narratives presented by the plaintiffs. The dispute has drawn out attention not only because of Jay-Z's prominence in music and culture, but also because it highlights how prolonged litigation can intertwine with personal loss, family advocacy, and public perception. For Jay-Z, the case underscores how legal protections like the anti-SLAPP statute can limit litigation aimed at high-profile figures, while for Ramir, it represents a persistent quest for acknowledgement or resolution. The other courts have repeatedly ruled against him. The story continues to resonate online, reflecting a broader fascination with celebrities' dispute that mix legal, cultural, and personal elements. Oh, Jess, okay. All right, shout out Jess then. I think the main thing, bro, is like a lot of people will be like, bro, you've been fighting this in the court for 10 years now. Why not just give it up? And that's it. Bro, he's just looking for some, like, he want to know who his dad is, bro. You can only imagine, like, you don't know who your dad is, dog. It's got to feel away. And if you think you found your dad, and the only reason why you think he's dodging you is because he's famous and rich, and he's married to Beyonce, and he doesn't want to continue to stain his family image, his family brand, then so be it. But if the kid isn't taking it, if the kid hasn't taken, I mean, if Jay-Z hasn't taken the test yet, I don't know, man. I don't know. So they said, so why was he lying the whole time? Let me see. Literally no evidence he was lying. Jay-Z never took a test. That's the main red flag here. He said, what do you got to take a test for? We all know this little dude lying. What other proof is he telling the truth? Jay-Z fought this kid off for decades when he could have took a test and shut down this stuff immediately. 3 to 5 days. He wanted to drag this out. Man, he don't care about no allegation. What you believe, dude, because he looked like him? If he didn't care, then why drag it out? He ain't drag it out. Y'all dragging it. It's a simple story, just like any other BS story. He wasn't worried about any of this for real. His mama told him Jay-Z, his daddy, and all the kid wanted was a test. Women lie the most. If you listen to Hovo music, he's told people he was having a son. What happened to him? Jay-Z knows that's his son. He's avoiding him and that his mother was a teenager when she had him. It's not a lie that Jay-Z take a test and he's not taking it now so he can win a paternity test. That's crazy, bro. I forgot that whole part. But she was like a teenager when she had him and Jay-Z was grown. Like that's a part of the thing. I don't think he's still a brain rot player, bro. Okay. All right. So with that being said, we are going to move on to the next thing. We have beef, but this time we have beef in the Christian hip hop community. And CHH, we have beef, bro. You know what I mean? So this is something. This is just weeks after teaming up to critique leading Christian rappers Bryson Gray and Tyson James are at odds. Bryson called out his longtime collaborator over a comment Tyson left on the video featuring New Believer with painted black nails. And Bryson made his disapproval clear by calling Tyson to repent. Did Bryson go too far, or is this exactly what's given with the two to address others? So he was with another Christian, and he had black nails, and he said repent? And he said, bro, that's not cool. Like, we supposed to be accepting of everybody. I assume that's how it went. Here you go. That boy Tyson James went from calling people out to painting their nails to supporting people. Oh wow. They beefing in the city. Oh my gosh. What? Oh, I'm sorry. This is literally my first time seeing this. Like this. Wow. I've never, bro. This is crazy. He went from calling out people for painting their nails to supporting people painting their nails within 2 weeks. Wow. He would have called another Christian rapper out for supporting it, so I got to keep it 100. Repent. Dang, this buddy with the black nails. If this was Miles Minnick or John Keith, bro would have a diss track out. Not gonna lie, this song been stuck in my head, super catchy. Tyson been supporting. This wasn't on my 2016 bingo card, but here we are. Wow. Dang. So who's the first one? Okay, so Bryson said this. I'm calling you out, bro. So then Tyson, hold on. Okay, Bryson said, I'm calling Tyson out. So then Tyson said, yo, and he said, no, that's wild. He said to all my followers, if I ever turn into a lukewarm Christian, slap me because I need it. There are only the real ones left. Wow, never. This is really a Christian beef. What? Bruh. Nah, this crazy. Like, I remember D1 versus Lecrae. And that one was like, you know what I'm saying? It was really just two men like talking for real. Like that one was Lecrae was doing the whole righteous and ratchet thing. And D1 cited the Bible and said that go against God's word. And Lecrae, I know how much you kind of like strive for worldly approval. And they had a little back and forth and stuff like that. That was on, I felt like it was man to man. This some like Soldier Boy, like Money Bag, yo. It's some like Blueface stuff. You got Christian hip hop beef is crazy. They doing things I ain't never seen before, twin. What going? All right. So with that, this is how I saw the story. I saw this on Facebook. And I said, bruh. Oh, hold on. Okay. I said, bruh, he got paragraphs, bro. I have to see what this beef is about. Hold on. Let me go back. All right, cool. All right. I have to see what this beef about. That's what I said to myself. So here goes Tyson James yesterday. This is paragraphs long, just a heads up. This is my first time reading it. It's embarrassing me for to even say this, but Tyson James and Bryson Gray are no longer officially friends, not even remotely. I know this is going to be hard for some fans and for some people who love our music, but our friendship has come to an end. It all started on December 30th over a matter that I brought to him privately, an area where I generally saw hypocrisy. I didn't want to confront him because I know Bryson doesn't take correction very well. Okay, so Bryson is the one that called Tyson out. Tyson is the one that says we are no longer friends. And Tyson was saying, bro, I've been listening to this song all day and a rapper got black nails. Okay. I didn't want to confront him because I know Bryson doesn't take correction very well. So that's a shot right there. But I felt convicted that I had to say something to him as my brother in Christ. So he had to straighten him the F up. Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize. The correction was done in love. I even tried to point the finger at myself before pointing at him, hoping that he would understand the heart behind what I was saying and see the hypocrisy in the situation. Honestly, it never really wasn't that big of a deal, but it wasn't received that way at all. Instead, it was met with hostility. Where we at? Hostility, malice, and straight up name calling. He challenged me multiple times to go live about the situation. When I told him I wouldn't because he was my friend and I'd never try to make my friend look bad in front of thousands of people, he said I was quote unquote scared to go live because he was going to test my spirit. That statement really made me stop to think. It showed me how hell-bent he was on dragging a private issue into the public eye to humiliate me. A best friend would never do that. Dang. I eventually stopped responding to his text messages because he was laughing, mocking me, calling me a liar and a hypocrite. Even then, I still believed in the relationship could be salvageable, and I thought maybe a little time would bring him back to reality. After that conversation, he began posting about me subliminally across the internet almost every day, calling me a milk boy on Instagram and throwing shots nonstop. Through all of this, I remained silent. I didn't call him names. I didn't blast him until now. I didn't expose our private matter online until now. 2 days after our private conversation, he went live on Instagram and he spoke publicly about our situation. That's when he crossed the ultimate line. He began speaking about my wife, calling her a manipulator. What made it even more shocking, bro, this is going on in the Christian hip hop community, bro. Wow. What made it even more shocking was that he did this in front of a largely secular audience, knowing full well what kind of woman my wife is. My wife has been nothing but hospitable and has opened our home to him and his wife for weeks at a time and has done nothing but serve him with humility and love. They stayed with us when my wife was 7 months pregnant, again when she was 9 months pregnant, and even once when she was 2 months postpartum. Yet she still cooked for them. She cooked for them and kept our home while homeschooling and taking care of our multiple small children. And everything she poured out of them to hear him speak ill about her was unbelievable. In that moment, I knew we can never be friends with this man again. There's a code in the streets in every culture around the world. You never speak negatively about another man's wife. That's a fact, especially when you're on bad terms. Facts. Trashing me online didn't get the response he wanted. So he resorted to bringing my wife into it and bait me into a response of our public debate. Even then, I stayed silent because I'm loyal. I agree with this. Around this time, I came across a video of a secular rapper, painted nails, face tattoos, long hair, kind of goth looking. He was emotional, broken, and sincere. He said God told him to take down all his worldly music and make music only for him. His testimony really touched me, and it forced me to examine myself. What kind of Christian would I be if I didn't encourage a new brother in the faith to keep pressing towards Christ? I agree with him, bro. He just sending some support. I ain't gonna hold you. Bryson took that situation and publicly labeled me as a lukewarm Christian for encouraging him. But when I came to Christ, I came as a mess. Now, everything fell off of me overnight. Some things took years, so I extended the same grace that was shown to me. And still, I remained silent. Behind the scenes, I've had countless conversations, prayed through this, and sought counsel, but I never defended myself publicly. I told God will let him fight this battle for me. Bryson then began accusing me of being in some type of secret sin, telling my friends to check up on me because he was supposedly he said that boy a little fruity on it. I later posted on my stories about how humbling this entire process has been. Oh my goodness, remaining silent and loyal only to be accused of being in sin. That's crazy. No, I ain't gonna lie. He said the thing about talking about my wife is going over the line. Challenging a man's manhood is also like one of the ultimates. Like, you don't do that, bro. And he did both. You talked about my wife and you talked about my sex. Boy, come on, man. Like I said, respect to the LGBT community, the LGBTQ plus community. Y'all know, hey, for sure, none but respect. When you challenge a straight man on that, it's meant for nothing but pure disrespect. It ain't no pride and you know what I mean, we support You mean nothing but disrespect when you come at a man like that you know is heterosexual. So that's crazy, bro. I know this is a hard time for fans to read. It's hard for me to write. Especially, I'm sorry to the younger ones who love our music and look up to us. I know this situation. Through all of this, God has deeply humbled me and reminded me that I don't have to respond or defend myself because Satan is the accuser of the brethren. Ooh, I refuse to fight a spiritual battle with a physical realm. You will lose every time. I needed to read that. Oh, boy, I ain't gonna lie. Tyson James came back with that five. Five. Come on, man. He has humbled me. When I wanted to pick up the phone and say some ugly thing. Wait, no. Here it is. God has deeply humbled me and reminded me that I don't have to respond or defend myself because Satan is the accuser of the brethren. I refuse to fight a spiritual battle in the physical realm because you will lose every single time. Put your ego down, lay your beefs to the side, and give it up to God. Hey, brother, I forgive you. It is what it is. We may never be cool again. We may never speak again, but it's no ill will towards you. That's woman too. I ain't got no ill will towards nobody, bro. It's all laid it out at the altar. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Know it's hard for the fans to read. It's hard for me to write, especially sorry to the younger ones who love our music and look up to us. I know this situation is confusing and hurtful for those who believed in the unity we represented, and that genuinely weighs heavy on my heart. But I pray often with God that He will humble Bryson the same way that He has humbled me. When I wanted to pick up the phone and say some ugly things, when I wanted to expose him publicly, I chose to pray and said, don't expose your former boy. Now that's still your former best friend, man. Don't do that. I believe I made the right decision. Every Christian I spoke to, including some very prominent people in the faith, have told me I did nothing wrong. Pride ends relationships. Pride destroys everything. And I truly pray for humility in my brother Bryson. Dang. Excuse me. Sorry you're going through this, God, or rather. Let me see what this response is. Nobody's going to buy into your Roman Catholic nonsense. Believe in all accountability is solo. Hold on. Let me see what's going on. First things first. Oh, my boy just sent me his engagement photo. Wait, hold on. So, hey, man, I'm on stream, man, but this looks so nice, man. Y'all look so nice, man. You love to see it. But that beard trim on it, hey, goodness gracious, that thing sharp than a tool. Yes, sir. Hey, man, I'm just trying to get like you, brother. All right. Yeah, that's my dog right there. Send me his engagement pictures, man. They look beautiful, bro. Oh man, love is a beautiful thing. The devil lurks to seek, kill, and destroy. He did the same exact thing to one of my closest friends in Christ. Honestly, I was out of line for some time, but it hurts when relationships are torn apart. Number one, Bryson can't be wrong. Number two, if anyone calls Bryson out on a fault, flaw, or wrongdoing, that person must be a hater, demonic, or lukewarm because of rule number one. He responded, "This is true. I've seen him do it with other people, but I never thought he would do it to me. Yeah, he did it to people in a live chat a few months back. Just found out y'all's music months ago. Anyways, overall, I ain't gonna lie. Tyson handled this perfectly, bro. He articulated himself well. Sometimes and it ain't about winning. But in the case if it was about winning, the person who articulates himself the best is the person who can quote unquote win. You know what I'm saying? In a debate. And they might not even be right, but they just articulate themselves so much more calm and cool, collected. And I think it's more effective communication as opposed to just Buffalo don't went up on the Broncos, man. 7-3, 7-3. All right, let's move on to the next thing, man. That's crazy though. Christian hip hop beef. Next. Oh yeah, this is the Kyrie thing. I've seen this clip a bunch of times. This is my first time watching the full minute and seeing everybody's response to it. Kyrie talking about celebrities.
This whole celebrity idea is eroding. The whole fame idea is eroding. That shit was sold to us, y'all. You got people out here that are human, that are acting every day of their life. They're not even real. They just on NPC shit. Every day they acting. They don't even know the world is a stage, dog. And it's a lot of terrible actors. It's a lot of terrible actors out here. The world is a stage. There's a lot of terrible fucking actors, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it, dog. I'm just gonna say it. I tried to tell Spice beforehand I said it, but the whole idea of celebrity, bro. If you're not a real person and you can't stand on your morals and principles out here, move out the way. You can't stand on any principles and morals out here as a person that's trying to see this world become better, move out the way for the time being. I'm not paying attention to all the beefs going on or who.
He ain't lying, bro. He ain't lying, bro. He ain't lying. The main thing he pretty much saying is like, it's so many people that will bend their morals for the sake of financial gain because they got to protect their quote unquote brand. And the more that you don't speak to people, the more mysterious you are, the more money you get because you don't out yourself as saying you're going to say something that people don't agree with. If you keep talking, if you talk enough, you're going to say something that people don't agree with. What do you do when that happens? Do you stand on it Do you shrivel back up? Do you say nothing and then you just be quiet and play the game for your financial gain and benefit? Or are you gonna stand up for what's right? What he's saying, what he calling celebrities NPCs and moving like NPCs, they move like robots, bro. You reach a certain level of fame and popularity, and you kind of move like a robot for the sake of not losing money, losing popularity, not losing status. And that's true. And the way that I see some folks treat these celebrities and stuff like that is crazy because they're just people, bro. Like, but also at the same time, I've been on the other end of like, I wanted to meet Miranda Cosgrove and Josh Peck and Amanda Bynes and Zoe 101. Like I wanted to meet those people, as a kid. Like, so I get it, when you ain't never seen nobody like that. But then, you grow up a little bit. And so I'm in it, kind of connected to the industry. So being around the industry, you just meet people over and over and over again. And it's just like, oh, like you see behind all the smoke and mirrors, people just people, bro. And like they do these things like because they all do the same thing to like make themselves look bigger or make themselves look like a big deal, important and stuff like that. And everybody copies each other like it's a copycat world, and but it's like that in all industries, for real, for real. I see past a lot of it too. You know what I mean? So W Kyrie. So here it is. How many celebrities, people heavily involved in industries need to say stuff like this before people start to wonder? Like all of them would be labeled crazy. LOL. It's always funny when people who are actually in these rooms with these people say stuff like this, but then normal people who only watch them on TV claim that they are lying. Facts. He says the world is nothing more but a stage performance and carefully scripted and controlled. 100%, bro. 100%. Like you got to go to like an award show to see how they make it look so smooth on TV. You know what I mean? Or like other stuff, like things like with the speed thing, right? When they expose White Speed because he ain't pay his cameraman and editors, and he ain't even get him food and stuff like that. Like when he did all that, bro, and he exposed him, he said, yeah, someone in Speed's camp is giving him the drop on where Speed's gonna be next, and he texting him the locations and stuff. Like that take away from the whole like, oh, White Speed just found him in a random hut in Africa. Like, no, he told him where he's gonna be at what time, and he popped up at that time, and that's just what it was, bro. So yeah, let's move on to the next thing, man. Let's move on to the next thing, bro. Like, and I saw it when I met Speed of like some of the segments that they tried to set up. Now Speed moves so fast, ironically, like they didn't do that stuff. But they had like influencers and other people like set up in specific places, kind of for it to be like an organic moment with other creators and everything. And that's what other African creators said. They said like Speed's team reached out to them. Hey, come here. We're gonna do this, and this is gonna be the segment. And then they kind of like set them up in places, and they try to speak to Speed. And Speed don't know what's going on, so he just write them off. And then people reposting to say, "Oh yeah, this creator needed to be humble." Like that's literally all. You know what I'm saying? Everything is a script, bro. Everything's a script. Everything. If you ever wondered with like my stuff, what would take my content, my streams, my videos to the next level? And I think the main thing would be to have scripts, rehearsal, producers, the whole nine on all my streams. That'll make it much clearer. You'll hear a lot of uhs, you things of that nature. You'll hear a lot of less filler words. It'll be delivered in a more clear, precise way. The flow of the show will be so much quicker and precise. But hey, we just ain't got time to do that every dang day. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of times now I kind of ramble myself into the good points, and that never would have happened naturally if I had everything scripted beforehand. So anything, I say all this to say anything that you see that's high level production stuff, it's all scripted, it's all planned, it's all highly produced, aka fake. It's all Hollywood, bro. All Hollywood. Okay. W. Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown was at weird. Oh, hold on. I gotta reshare. The audio left. Straps up don't work out. Still gonna make a meal. Wraps up don't work out. You still gonna mess with Bill. JB back at Wheeler. Bro, I sent this to my friend, bro, yesterday. I was like, bro, this is the type of stuff you dream about, like coming back to your old high school when you graduate, being a hometown hero. I say that because JB from my city. Well, no, he's not from my city. He went to high school in my city, in my county. He from Tucker. He from East Atlanta, but he went to high school in Cobb County, in Marietta. But he on the other side of Marietta, not my side of Marietta. We played them boys when he was a freshman, and we won, and we stormed their court. We won on their court. We stormed the court. They had this kid named Kewan Johnson, bro. He was like 17, 18 years old, but he was a freshman, and he had dreads and tattoos, and he had a kid, bro. Like, you can imagine us. We like 15, like we sophomores at this time. We sophomore, no, we juniors. But we got to be like 16, maybe 17. This kid was 17 as a freshman with dreads and tattoos. And Jalen was a freshman at this time, and Jalen was on the bench, but he was on the team. But I don't even know if he had the box yet. And it was just funny, bro. It was funny to see. And it was funny to see. And so I had a friend interview him like maybe 2020, 2019. And he said, any questions for JB, because he's from your side of town. I said, ask him if you remember that game against Marietta when they stormed the court. And he said he asked him, and I said, what was your reaction? He was just like, yeah, I remember that game. And that was it. He kept it short. But shouts out to JB, man. He seemed like a real solid dude, man. Solid individual. I've never interviewed Jaylen Brown before, which is crazy. I got a whole, like, extensive feature on Jaylen Brown about mental health and stuff. I don't have an interview with Jaylen Brown.
Good afternoon. How we doing today?
Shout out. Them boys in Atlanta playing the Hawks tonight. JB about to get them boys 40 now. Ask Jaylen Brown about the backstory of this tweet. This is the one where it said, my high school teacher said I'll be in jail in 5 years, which was crazy because Jaylen Brown was like the number 2 player in the country. So I'm like, how can you say that about a McDonald's American? Like, that's crazy. Anyways.
Jalen, there's a tweet that's resurfaced of yours many times over the years about you saying like that your teacher said I'm going to see you in prison one day, and you said I'm going to be in the NBA. Like, what's the backstory of that? And did you feel like a lot of people kind of didn't believe in you, didn't think you were going to make it, or was that more of an aberration, that story?
I think it was people that believed in me, but also I went to a public school for sure. So like the reality is that a lot of those kids, don't have the opportunity or the resources to reach the same level of success. The opportunities are limited. I think like only a certain amount of students are going to university.
So I'm gonna break the fourth wall for y'all. In Cobb County, for basketball, it's certain schools that historically have recruited kids from all over to create powerhouse basketball programs, and they do it every single year. Marietta was recruiting kids, but them kids was just, hey, shouts out to them kids, but them kids was trash. And Marietta had just a mediocre like basketball program. One year, them boys should have won the state championship if they didn't have 2 injuries from their 2 bigger players. But other than that, they were just a mid program. So I say all this to say those schools in Cobb County that be recruiting, it was like Walton, McEachern, and Wheeler. They always recruit the players or whatever. So McEachern always had one of the better football and basketball teams in the state, in the country now. McEachern, they produce guys like Taya Cooper on the women's side, Dominique on the women's side, Dominique Wilson. Shout out Dominique Wilson, friend of the channel. On the men's side, Taya Cooper's a little brother, Sharif Cooper. The kid who's on the Utah Jazz now, what's his name? Buddy on the Utah Jazz. Ace Bailey, Isaac Okoro. All those kids, they went to McEachern. So, you know what I mean? So it was all like kind of recruited thing. In Wheeler, you had Sharif Abdul-Rahim. Jaylen Brown has kind of almost like surpassed Sharif Abdul-Rahim, really, with his NBA accomplishments, winning like NBA Finals MVP and stuff like that. But a bunch of like other D1 basketball, you're guaranteed to go D1 if you can start on the Wheeler basketball team. You know what I mean? And so, like I said, Jalen, JB, he from Tucker. He from East Atlanta. Like, that's like a 40 probably minute drive away from, you know, Wheeler High School in Cobb County. So they recruited him, and he was kind of placed in a position, recruited to the school with the expectations of, we believe in your talent. We believe you're going to be someone special. And he grew into being someone special, not just someone special, the number 2 player in the country as a senior. So the whole thing of like, I don't believe in you, I think you're going to go to jail, is just crazy because – and he's just a nice dude. Like, unless he just made a complete 180 once, you know, he went to the NBA, and beforehand he was just a delinquent. I mean, he always seems like a well-mannered young man. Anyways.
A certain amount of students are going to community college. Like the opportunities dwindle depending on the zip codes that you come from. But that was like over 10 years ago now, almost. Is it?
Yeah, something like that.
Over 10 years ago. I remember like it was yesterday. I came into class. I think I had just got back from a camp. It was either Nike camp or something like that. And a lot of the students were just excited talking to me and X, Y, and Z. And I remember, I was kind of distracting the class, not intentionally, but, you know, all the kids wanted to ask me questions and stuff. At the time, I was a kid as well. But it was kind of distracting to the class, and the teacher was just trying to get the class organized. So she made a comment. Like, it was like, if Jalen doesn't do his work, I don't care what camp he went to or whatever the case may be, he's not going to be successful. If he doesn't pay attention in class or something, like, and I might have said something back, like, whether I pay attention in class or not, I'm gonna make it. I'll see you in the Cobb County jail in 5. That was her response.
Oh, okay. All right, that makes sense. That makes sense.
It was a substitute teacher, and it was kind of a back and forth, but I empathize with teachers because the reality is, like, you have a class that's probably got too many students in it, and their job is to not only teach the class, but also keep a group of like 30 students behave or more, you know, that come from backgrounds that maybe lack resources, that have problems at home maybe, so they have other issues that they're probably dealing with at the same time. So I empathize with the teachers because they don't get paid enough to deal with some of the stuff that goes on, but that's kind of what happened, you know, and maybe I could have been, you know, at the time, I could have been more respectful in the sense, but you know, it was just kind of like one of those things where the students were just excited to kind of hear about some of the stuff that was going on for me outside of, I couldn't really control that, but that's kind of what happened. And then remember I tweeted it like in my next class, and then the student administrator came and got me out of class and was like, we need to talk about this. And I was like, no big deal, you know what I mean? But I did, you know, those were the words that were said to me, and I did use it as fuel for the next 10 years, and here we are.
Was it like,
Man, that's crazy, bro.
obviously you and Chris Nash are close, seeing him traded.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, dog. I did not expect that type of response, bro. But that gives me full context of what happened. All right, here we go. Aries says that Kai Cenat is not a real Christian, or he challenges him being a real Christian.
75 years, if you're looking one life, you don't have no reels, you have nothing. There's nothing else after this.
Oh. I ain't gonna, hey, I'm with Aries, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm with Aries, bro. Hey, I gotta keep it a stack. I'm with Aries. The caption, I said, dang, Aries going kind of a little crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You tweaking, Kai.
Listen, I want to sit up here and let you guys know there is everything. there is eternity after this. Chat, I want to let y'all know from me personally, there is everything after this, right? Now, I want to let y'all know you can spend your 75 years chasing stuff, chasing dreams, right? But
that boy cooking water. Hey, hold on. Nah. Hey.
Mr. Thanksgiving.
See, I ain't gonna lie to you. I need Aries on the channel, bro. I need Aries on the channel. That boy cooking. That boy cooking. I can't lie to you.
All of that stuff that you're chasing after, it's not gonna lead you to eternity, right? First, if you want to chase things, first, seek first the kingdom of God and all of his righteousness, and all of these things shall be added unto you. Jesus says, do not lay up your treasures on earth.
75 years if you can look in one life, you don't have.
That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I'm with Aries, bro. I didn't know. I didn't know what the actual clip was. I saved it for stream. I'm with Aries, dog. It's 10-10. Let me see. They said Keon Coleman. What Keon Coleman do? He dropped the ball or something? Let me see. Keon Coleman. I like cookies. We get accurate to young players. This will be known as the Keon Coleman game. What Keon did. We get accurate to young players. All right. Yeah. But I'm in agreement with Aries right there. What Aries is saying is in line with the word, bro. It's not Aries' take on Christianity. It's what the word says, and Aries just repeated it, bro. Shouts out my boy Aries, man. Standing on business against the biggest, one of the biggest in the world. All right, here goes Bruce. Let's see.
Clothes, bags, accessories. A lot of the times I am boxed into this box of being a streamer. So it's one of the first times where I would have displayed.
You are not in a box unless you put yourself in a box, bro. You are not in a box, gang. You're not, bro. You're not, bro. You can do anything you want to do, bro. You're literally causing that. Bro, they didn't want to be the underdog so bad, man. Just drop the clothes, bro. Drop the clothes.
Hey, yo. All right. Bruce. D.O.
I don't know why they fucking just shoot the crowd and aim at me every time. Sketch is the last one in phase. What?
To be honest, bro, it's just like Jamie, Jamie, I'll fuck with you, Jamie, but you just have, it's like, it's not even a target on your back. Like, it's nothing targeted towards you, but it's like my sight auto locks in on you for no reason. It's just like aimbot. Like, I just dead ass can't control it. Like, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? It's really just on some L bully, easy picking shit, bro, Like, literally, bro. Like, that's all it is, bro. I don't really,
evil,
like,
bro.
I don't hate you or anything. Don't think I hate you or nothing. Like, honestly, bro, I'm just a funny jock that's really ass at sports. And, like, they let me on the team because I'm the cool, funny jock.
I don't know.
Bruce is an a-hole, bro.
Clothes did for me. You was not in them girl streets, man. What clothes did for you, bro? Nah, bro, I gotta say something because clothes really done did some shit for me, nigga. Clothes really done did some shit for me, bro. What clothes done did for you, bro? What? Clothes ain't... Yo, bro, nah, bro, don't get me started. Don't get me started. Yo, because sometimes it was between the $36 DoorDash meal or the number 9 Mickey. You feel me? I didn't eat, nigga. I ain't eat for some of these pieces I got in my house, nigga. I I ain't shit.
What clothes did for me, and like I've been to Italy for the past 3 months. Like
What clothes did for me?
Bruce is like, he loved being like the villain. That's all that is. He just loved being the villain, bro. Harold's Chicken CEO Christian Pierce Sherrod, founder's daughter, has passed away at the age of 55, the family says. I want to say rest in peace. We want to remember Christian Pierce Sherrod because, as you guys know, Harold's Chicken is a staple of the culture. It's a staple in Chicago, and it's a staple in America, in African-American, Black American culture to be specific. So, we want to shout her out for sure. I can't hate Kai. He really just a baby. He a young man. He said, bro, gotta fight her. Kai mom, she a baddie and a queen. I see why they Langston, you gotta chill. You gotta chill, man. Respect folks' moms, man. Y'all gotta respect folks' moms, bro. Shout out Kai, man. Shout out Kai's mom. Shout out Nate, man. Nate was handing my big brother. I'm talking about. Let me see. What is it? 10-10? It's still 10-10. All right. Let me go back to this Harold's Chicken. All right. I appreciate the love, Nate. Harold's Chicken CEO Christian Pierce Sherrod, the daughter of the iconic Chicago restaurants chain's founder, has passed away at 55. Her family made the announcement on Wednesday on social media. Pierce Sherrod took over as the head of the fried chicken chain of her father, Harold Pierce. After his passing, the chain has dozens of locations in Chicago and across the country. Pierce Sherrod was a supporter of the Chicago Children's Equestrian. I know that's the thing with the horses, right? That's the thing with the horses, like horseback riding and stuff like that. Hold on, I was doing this before Kai, looking up words I did not know. I knew, but didn't know how to pronounce them. See, I told you it had something to do with the horses. Equestrian. See, I told you. The Chicago Children's Equestrian Center. Plans for memorials will be announced at a later date. The following is from a 2024 feature on Harold's Chicken. Okay, so there it is. All right, man. Rest in peace to her, man. Like I said, Chicago legend, staple in Black American culture and Midwestern culture for sure. All right, more on Tenderism Live. Let's see. Oh, I gotta reshare. The audio done left. Gotta reshare. This is more on the Tenderism thing. Y'all know it's a weird thing going on with Tenderism being exposed for shady business.
Other people that he talked to, some circumstances that happened after the fact with other people that he talked to that opened our eyes up to why he probably felt the way that he did. Even the way that he approached it, he didn't ask for anybody else. There's a lot of people visible on social media to offer
He said he didn't ask for anybody else. Ain't nobody else a star. When I come to the restaurant, I want to see Tenderism. I want to see, I want to throw, that's what I want to do when I go to the store. I want to see you. Who is you? You think that was Keith Lee's most anticipated, most requested place because of you? Because he wanted to go sit down with the white man with the beard? He wanted to be with, he wanted to throw the glasses down in the cup. I give that a light 3 out of 6. That's what they wanted to see, man. That's what the people wanted to see, bro.
a tip to a business owner was crazy. That was the other thing too, is like he really thinks Walt is like this helpless guy who needs his help. How are you going to tip
No, he ain't do that. He was doing it to show appreciation.
Business owner. Tip the whole staff.
I think
I want to get
You mad you ain't get the money. You mad you ain't getting the attention. How you jealous of your own employee? Bruh, I don't know what type of contract you in, bruh. Leave, bruh. Start your own restaurant, bruh. You got enough clout on the internet, start your own restaurant. If Orlando Brown, all respect to Orlando Brown. If Orlando Brown got his own restaurant, you can get your own restaurant, man. The people will help you fund it. Keith Lee will help you fund it.
I think
$4,000.
I
I want to give this to Walter.
Okay.
He specifically said his name to ask me a couple of questions. To ask him a couple of questions, I meant to say. That's how he presented it. He didn't say, hey, I want to give y'all this, and in the meantime, can I talk to Walter and Nick or whatever? He literally asked for him only and said he want to give him that amount of money.
He's a star, bro. Play your role. You got to learn to play your role. Shout out Amari Peggy Collins, bro. Friend of the channel, 4-from-1 co-host, right? With Skywater out there with Playboy Max in London. Hey, shout out my boy Sky, friend of the channel as well. Hold on, who I'm looking up? I'm looking up Amari Collins. Peggy. Shouts out to Peggy, bro. I asked Peggy what makes because I feel like he's such a good just co-host. I feel like Peggy's such a good co-host. He bounced well off of Cam Newton. Like like he ad-libbed with him. He hyped Cam Newton up to get more of the story. We don't get a lot of the viral moments that we get from the 4-for-1 podcast if it's not for Peggy throwing the oops up to if it's not up to Peggy. Hold on, let me get in frame. Throwing the oops up to Cam. And I say, how do you do that? How do you be a good co-host? How do you be a good producer? How do you be this? He said, you got to know your role. As simple as that. You got to know your role. It's cliche advice. Know your role, play your role. But so many people's egos are too large, in large part because why? Because they felt like at some point in life that they weren't enough, that they weren't seen enough, that they weren't valued enough. They had to learn to play their role. I love A-Lead, the A-Lead show, the A-Lead podcast, my brothers over there, because I had to learn how to play a role, bro. The fact that we had 5 other people on the podcast, we had 6 people on the podcast, I had to learn how to play my role. Now I know 1 a.m. when we cooking and everything like that, my 2 other co-hosts, I know sometimes when to sit back. I got to sit back and let Jelani cook, let Mo cook. I got to play my role. This ain't my time to be talking right now. This ain't my time to be trying to tell a joke right now. He cooking. Stand back and let him cook. You got to give people, you got to understand everybody got a role. It's teamwork. Teamwork make the dream work. It's all teamwork. He got to do this. He got to do this. I got to do this. If we all do our individual parts, we'll come together at the end of the game and we're going to win. But if you don't do that, then you don't win. Then you're looking like, dang, you pointing the finger. Boy, if you ain't have 5 turnovers, we would have, instead of being together from the jump.
Right now, Woodford Bill or someone that's visible, Walter French, anybody else, it would have felt like it was coming from a place that we would have accepted. But we're blessed that we have this following. Yeah, you want me to cut it short? Sorry, brother.
Hey, look here. I'd like you to some kind of way get in touch with him if possibility. Tell him when he come back. Anyway, look, I'm willing to meet him. I mean, he can call me on the phone number, call Nick.
He said, I'm trying to get them to call and do what they do, and we could get the money. But the money was a one-time offer. Keith Lee don't move like that, bro. Keith Lee keep it pushing. He a big energy person. That's why I was so nervous to interview Keith Lee, everything like that when he stopped from me, because he said the only interview I seen of Keith Lee before that was him with Kevin on Stage. And he said, I'm only doing this with Kevin on Stage because I grew up watching him. I'm not doing this with anybody else. And he ain't. I mean, after that, he did everybody once. And he said, I just want to do it once just to see how it feels. Like, he was on Breakfast Club. He said, I just want to see how it feels to be on Breakfast Club, bro. I'm going to send you the vid once I clip it. Once I clip it. I don't know nothing about that. About that. LOL. Yeah. But yeah, dang. Keith Lee, and then he's on Breakfast Club. He said, I'm only doing this once because I grew up watching Breakfast Club. He said that to everybody, bro. So I was like, dang, this is my one time to talk to Keith Lee. Keith Lee already said he don't like nobody. He not gonna like me. Like, that's how I'm thinking in the interview. So I kept it short. I kept it surface level. I said, hey, how y'all feeling? I said, didn't you say that you weren't gonna be at award shows anymore? And then I was like, what's your favorite memory? And they were just like, being here right now in this present moment is my favorite memory. And I said, okay, I'll take care. I don't want to hold you too long because I know you don't like interviews like that. He smiled. He dapped me up. He said, it's nice to meet you. I shook his wife's hand. Like, they kept it moving. I seen him again in Atlanta, and I said some things to them and stuff like that, and his wife remembered me. I was like, oh, that's so crazy. Y'all remember me. But, you know, it was just that. I say all this to say Keith Lee don't move like that, bro. He don't move like a everyday person, right? Where an everyday person was, you know, oh, you say you want this? I'll come back and give. No, it's you got to catch Keith Lee in that moment, bro, or you're not going to get him, bro. He going to move on to the next thing. He ain't studying nothing. He ain't hung up over a thing, bro. Like, when the whole thing with the BET Awards happened and Taraji P. Henson said the wrong name because he was sitting in the wrong seat and he dropped the rose and he posted on Instagram. He said, only taken was for me or something like that. Remember? And it was a big deal and stuff like that. Bro, like, when the internet was talking about that for a whole week after, Keith Lee, I promise you, probably moved on the next day, bro. That's just how he moved. Like, he kind of moved Christ-like. The thing of this world don't concern him too much, bro. Of course, he human. It's going to affect him in a moment, but he don't stay on nothing too long, bro. He move on to the next thing. Shout out Keith Lee. Shout out Ronnie. All right, next. Ruby Tuesday.
On Christmas. On Christmas. After 19 years working for the company. I'm not going to say their name, but it rhymes with... I got fired from my job on Christmas. On Christmas. After 19 years working for the company. I'm not going to say their name, but it rhymes with Booby Poos Day. Okay? I started as a server when I was 19 years old. Became a bartender. I did shift leading for a while. I was assistant general manager for years, and then I finally became the general manager. Very proud of that. I worked really hard for that. 19 years, I never missed a day of work. I've always showed up. I've always been consistent, always done everything. I've watched the company go from 1,000 stores down to 195. I've went the whole way with the company. They decided they were going to be open on Christmas Day this year. So first of all, I had to tell my family and my kids that I was going to miss Christmas dinner and all of that and all the activities and family time to go to work. What I didn't want to do was just make my employees work. So I took volunteers. The company didn't pay an extra dime to work on Christmas Day. No holiday pay, no bonus pay, no time and a half, no double time, nothing. But they expected me to just make people work, which I didn't want to do. I work in a college town. Most of them were at home on break with their families. The few people I had around town that were still working, they wanted Christmas off. They wanted to spend time with their families on Christmas like they should, like I wanted to. So I had 3 volunteers that were willing to work on Christmas. There was no previous sales. There was nothing really to base that on. We were only going to be open from 4 to 9. So we were going to run it with the 4 of us. I talked to my boss about it. He's like, that's not enough. He's like, you need more people. You got to make more people work with no incentive on Christmas Day. I couldn't get anybody else to work. I couldn't make anybody work. I was not going to fire anybody for not working on Christmas. So the 4 of us did the absolute best we could, and we got killed. I cooked all the food by myself. I had a host, I had a server, and I had a brand new shift leader first day out of training that was trying to help out wherever she could. She started out cooking with me for a while, and then they started filling up in the front, and the whole place filled up. And I've never seen so many to-go orders come in within a few hour span ever. Apparently, we were the only place open in town. I did the best I could. I cooked by myself. I cooked thousands of dollars worth of sales and food till about 8 o'clock. We were supposed to close at 9. By 8 o'clock, I was almost out of prep. Both sides of my line were empty. I was running back and forth to the cooler. Both sides of my screens were both still full. The restaurant was still full. I didn't know what to do. We were all overwhelmed. We ended up closing the front door 1 hour early at 8 so we could finish taking care of all the people inside the restaurant and finish up the to-go orders that we could not turn off. I cannot turn off the to-go orders. They would stop at 9. So I finished cooking what I had for all of those people, ran back and forth, prepped some things on the fly to get those people taken care of, to get the to-go orders all taken care of, to get to 9 o'clock. We closed, 4 of us closed the entire restaurant. I closed the entire kitchen by myself.
Crazy.
We washed thousands of dollars worth of dishes. We were all there very late at night. and then I got fired for my efforts. So I already got another job. I'm starting at the bottom. I had to just grab a job. I had to grab a server job. I'm in training. After 19 years, I'm in training to be a server at another restaurant. And man, what a gut punch. To be the person that is in charge of everything and knows the answer to every question and has put in all of that work just thrown away. I know I have comparable skills. I know I have experience. I know that eventually I will get another job, but the market is tough right now, man. It is not a good time to be trying to get a new job without preparing for that. And I wasn't prepared for this. I don't know. I guess I'm making this video because I just need some good vibes thrown my way. I need some comeback stories. I need some of those stories of people that found that really good job after something bad like this. My wife just got a second job. And man, I've always been the breadwinner in our family. And I got a mortgage and 2 kids and car payment and everything else. And man, I feel like it kind of turned my life upside down real quick. But I trust in God. God has my back. And if he's got me, who can be against me, right? And I have so many people that support everything that I've ever done on here. And obviously, this is not my normal type of content. I'm a TV collector, and I like VHS tapes and movies. So this is a little bit out of the norm for me. But, you know, I don't want to go to therapy. And I don't really have very many people to talk to other than like my brother and my dad and my wife, you know. So kind of journal this a little bit, kind of throw some of this on here and kind of document my steps. So I'm going to be posting a lot more personal stuff, switching it up a little bit. And for all you guys that watch my content and always root for me, thank you. Hope to have a great ending to this story pretty soon. Thank you guys.
That was the way, beside, like, he told this story in a great way, bro. Like, he had the emotion at the right build up. So there's an update to this.
All right, life update. Last 48 hours have been absolutely amazing, and I have so much hope for the future. 3 days ago when I made the post about losing my job, I was at rock bottom. I was depressed. I was scared. Felt like my life was crumbling. I didn't know what I was about to do. And I just prayed and I prayed and I prayed and I prayed and I cried and I prayed some more. And I just asked God to show up in my life and do something in my life. And then he showed up, and all of you guys showed up. When you have hundreds of thousands of people praying for you and supporting you and rooting for you, that can do some amazing things in your life. I'm so hopeful for the future right now. And I'm so confident in myself and my abilities because you guys have all been building me up. I just finished training at my server job that I was telling you guys about. I'm going to be on my own starting Thursday. I don't really want to make a big announcement about that because I still need to really learn what I'm doing and feel confident in that. Plus, I don't want them to have any unwanted attention. But as soon as that's going good and I feel good in that, I'm going to let you guys come see me. I would love to have you guys come and see me and support me there. I had another restaurant reach out to me locally. They want to hire me as well as a server, so I might do both. I'm definitely going to check into that. I have had hundreds and hundreds of job leads sent to me, really good stuff all over the country. People that own businesses that would said that they would hire me in a heartbeat. People reaching out to help me with my resume. I've had somebody offer to help me do my taxes. Amazing support. And I just want to say thank you to every single person in this community that has shared my post or said something nice to me. I have thousands of messages and I'll never probably be able to get to all of them, but I've been taking time every day to try to go through and respond. And I see you guys. I see all of you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. My ultimate dream has always been to open up my own breakfast restaurant, and I actually had somebody in town who owns a building that wants to potentially open a restaurant and partner with me. I'll make a whole nother video about my dream and what I'm trying to do. I've made a lot back in the day when I first started TikTok because, you know, my dreams have just kind of fell to the wayside because I've just been grinding and working and trying to keep my head above water like almost every person out there, you know.
Every American.
I think I got so much attention. Just I'm an everyday American working person just like the rest of you, and I'm just grateful today, and I'm doing great, and the future is going to be good, and I'm going to be successful, and I'm going to be okay. And thank you guys. Y'all have a happy Monday.
Dang, man. W, bro. W. His name Jeff Cook 10. Let's see, Jeff Cook 10. It's crazy. His last name is Cook. That's his real last name. That's his last name. Family man, dog dad, movie lover, VHS and CRT collector. He got 120. Dang. That was the response. What is this?
I never thought I'd have this many followers ever. I've been making TikToks for a long time, and the only bad part about it is I can't read all the comments and I can't respond to the comments, and that's like one of my favorite parts is reading the comments and responding and making video responses and showing you guys movies that you ask about and answering questions. That's like my favorite part, and I can't keep up, especially all the people that have been following me for a long time. Like the comments, I know, wah. I got too many followers. No, sincerely though, sincerely, thank you guys.
Shout out Brody, man. I don't know what's going on. Hey, congratulations to him. Salute. It's a beautiful part of the internet, man. It's a lot of negativity and bad stuff. Yeah, facts. There's a lot of negativity and bad stuff on the internet, but it's stories like this, man, that just like, it's some good people on the internet, bro. Because at the end of the day, a lot of folks going through, everybody going through.
A lot of people ask me to do a quick read.
Sure. So people can really empathize because, you know what I'm saying, they've been there. They know what it's like to have, you know, managers. They know what it's like, especially if you worked in the service industry. I worked in the service industry. So I already know like a lot of this stuff that he's talking about and going through and stuff like that. So I don't know, man. It's tough. And I recommend everybody, like some people say, like everybody should work in the service industry at least once.
Already living a life that you don't
Take risk. Let's see what this is. Let's see what this say. All right.
don't want to live. If you're already in a position that you don't want to be in, you're getting up and going to a job that you don't want to work at. You check your bank account, you don't have enough money in there to really sustain you. Why are you not taking risk? Why are you acting like if you better yourself, you're gonna be in the worst position? How bad can it get? You already in the worst position. I'm confused.
This is exactly what I said with the Pelicans getting John Morant, bro. Hey, if you already got the worst record in the league, what can you lose when trading for John Morant? You ain't got no first round pick. Trade for John Morant. All right, here we go.
The only thing that's keeping you there is you not making moves. The only thing that's keeping you there is you holding yourself back. This is the time to take as many chances as possible, take as many risks possible. If you have nothing to lose, act like it and build something worth losing. This is your time to build something. This is your time to go through trial and error and mess up. Listen, get in the right headspace, okay? Get in the right headspace with this because everybody started from the bottom. Everybody started from zero. Nobody started at the top. So either you're going to stay at the bottom or you're going to make your way to the top.
That's a fact. Now, if you live in check to check, that risk can take you living from check to check to I ain't got no check. I ain't got no check. And I don't know how I'm going to pay it because I done tried to take a risk and start rapping.
I'm here about it.
Oh, man. All right. Anyways, this some relationship thing. I've never seen this. This is my first time watching this.
The reason why you don't hear about healthy relationships anymore is because of the fact that those of us in healthy relationships ain't got shit to say to y'all. Because anytime we tell you what we do for our husband or what our husband does for us, y'all look for any reason to try to come up with some type of excuse or some type of narrative that we're being controlled or that we're not really happy or I would never.
That's a fact. People be projecting. People be projecting.
Do that is exactly why your miserable ass is still single, and exactly why no matter who you try to date or what you try to date, you still end up unhappy because you have this long list of what you feel like is supposed to come from a relationship, yet you don't want to be able to, like, you just want to be on the receiving end.
Ooh.
Relationships are give and take. I can't remember the last time that I did laundry. But I will be out here taking the trash out because I don't give a fuck. I would rather take the trash out than to be downstairs doing laundry. I don't want to. I don't like laundry. But if I tell y'all, oh, yeah, I take the trash out. What? You take the trash out? You're a woman. You shouldn't be taking out the trash. That's a man's job. Your man does the laundry? You should be doing that. You're the woman. Like, when it comes to a healthy relationship, there is no gender roles. I do what I want to do and he does what he wants to do. And it ends up working out together because I do. And it just so happens that what he doesn't like to do, I don't mind doing. And what he doesn't like to do, what I don't like to do, he doesn't mind doing. Like, y'all are weird. My husband cooks probably most of the time. My husband taught me how to cook because I didn't know how to cook shit. I didn't know how to season. I was raised by the Caucasians. No offense, but I didn't know how to cook. So he taught me how to cook. He does most of the cooking. And when he gets done cooking, I serve him his plate. I serve him. And then once he's done eating, he gets up and leaves. And I take his plate. And I go there and I clean the kitchen up. Like, the reason why we don't be talking about how good our relationship is or how healthy it is because y'all's little toxic asses be coming in there trying to say something crazy. Yet y'all are the single ones. Make that make sense.
That's funny. All right, next. Illegal charges caught. This was a lady. She was using the debit card.
That's surcharge.
He was trying to get them little charges that you say, you got, oh, I'm taking 25 cents because you're using a card. She said, no, you can't do that on debit cards. That's credit card behavior.
That's surcharge. You putting that on debit cards too?
Yes.
That's surcharge. No, you're not supposed to do that. No, you're not supposed to do that. That's for credit cards. That's illegal. No, you can't do that on the debit card. That's do you know that though? Do you know the law? Do you know that you're not supposed to do that?
I know.
You know they charging y'all as the merchant, not the consumer. They charging y'all that. You're the merchant, so you charging the consumers y'all fee. Yeah, they charge you. They charge y'all $1 to use their service, right? And you charging the consumers that. I think you should look it up because you're not supposed to do that on debit cards. Let me show you the legal. Let me show you the law on it. That's surcharge. You putting that on debit cards too?
Okay, so that's just being careful and knowing what's going on. It's a lot of times I overlook things, and when you overlook things, it makes leeway for people to just take advantage of you and scam you and all that stuff. Hold on, I got to make some room on my laptop. But you got to pay attention. You got to be vigilant. All of those things, man. So great job on her for being vigilant and knowing the law and knowing money, because saved herself some money right there and saved other people too in the future that shop at said place. Next, Elon can now sue you for using Twitter. Twitter X is changing its terms of service tonight at midnight. This was a couple nights ago, so it's already been in effect. If you engage on the platform after that time, you'll be affirmatively opted into the new terms of service, which gives Elon Musk a significant amount of power to sue you and his chosen courtroom. Media Matters says it's ending its presence on X. The liberal watchdog says its changes of terms of policy service, make it impossible for them to keep posting on the platform. This is written by Andy Egger of The Bulwark. Media Matters, the left and let me see. Hold on. What's going on? Full disclosure, the author of this article is still on X. You should follow him. As Musk's endless campaign against Media Matters continues to show, the openness of the discourse rests on the whims of one crabby strung out, imputatious, imputatious or imputous? Imputous? Impetuous. Oh, that's probably what it is. Those local recordings. All right. Impetuous billionaire whose devotion to the ideals of the free and open communication tends to shrivel up quickly when it comes to tension with his various political campaigns, ideological beliefs, or personal vendettas. If Musk is willing to repeatedly revise X's terms of service just to make it easier to punish media matters, what else might he do to restrict what was once regarded as a national or even global public square? And to what extent are other users who remain on the platform enabling him to do so and exposing themselves perhaps to liability of their own by continuing to use it? Dang, that's crazy, bro. He calls it pure evil, evil incarnate, evil to its core, a scam. Hold on, I gotta reshare. Why I want to stop sharing? It's supposed to stop sharing. Let me see. All right, I'm sharing again. Get this audio back. All right, there we go. Evil to its core, scam, radical left propaganda machine. Those are all the words that he said about this Media Matters place, and they were just like, okay, we'll just leave X because you're going to take us to court. The new terms of service. Here we go. Kevin Gates calls out his ex-wife Drika, and he says he stole money from her. She stole money from him.
Since you want to attack my image, you hear me? Hey, Drake, I challenge you to tell people that we had an Islamic marriage. I challenge you to tell people that my children live with me for the last 2 years. I challenge you to tell people that you didn't file for a divorce or whatever you call a divorce until I stopped giving you money because you and your family have been stealing from me the whole time. Tell them that. Since you want to paint it like I'm a deadbeat daddy.
I got you, Sing Sis. Sing Sis, I can't talk that much about TikTok, to be honest. Hold on. Because I'm not on TikTok. Ironically, I'm not on TikTok. So I'm not really the person to talk to about TikTok. You know, yeah. I just don't know what's going on. What was like? You mean like with the terms of service and privacy and all that? I could look it up and see if there's any like privacy updates. I'll look it up for you since you asked and you're on here right now. But I do not believe there's anything on TikTok. Oh, hold on. Tuscaloosa mom charged TikTok. What in the world this is? Sing Sis, we might have just ran into something now. Tuscaloosa mom charged at the sons. What? Hold on. I'm gonna click on that. Hydration. We'll go to this one. Tuscaloosa mom charged after her son's accidental during a TikTok recording.
Compress PDF files fast.
Nah, I mean, the words are so big. The font is so big. Where's the story? I'm gonna zoom out. Uphill's battle for the Patriot with a life. That would probably be the synopsis of my life. Shout out to Kari Fo. I don't see no story. It's just a video. The video from the website, so it's probably the news segment. I need to see a written story. Do they have it right here? A mother accused of providing false information to Tuscaloosa police officer after her son accidentally. What? His girlfriend providing false information to a Tuscaloosa police officer after her son accidentally. His girlfriend while recording the video for TikTok. They were doing a TikTok dance with a crazy. Francesca Fields is being charged with endangering welfare of a child, giving false names to officers, obstructing governmental. Sorry, y'all. Operations and tampering with physical evidence. Tuscaloosa police first interviewed Fields and her son on January 5th at the DCH Regional Medical Center following the shooting. The victim, a juvenile, was hit in the abdomen. Wow. According to the deposition, Fields first told officers she was driving her son and the victim when the victim started yelling at a woman in another car when they stopped at a traffic light. They pulled away and allowed and followed by the other car, according to the officer's notes. And when they stopped, the victim got out and started yelling at a woman and a man in the other car who got out of their car. They reported hearing a single After realizing the victim was hit, they took her to the hospital. The mother and son do not know who the male and the female were in the other victim vehicle, but they said that they felt like it was a juvenile victim they knew was female. Hold on, what in the world? Investigator says Fields and her son also gave a false address when interviewed, and when they spoke to them a second time, they were given another story about what happened. In this telling of events, according to the depositions, Phil's son and his girlfriend were in the bedroom, and he accidentally hit her while he was moving a weapon out of the way so she could sit down. He also said his girlfriend told him to tell the police a different story about what happened, and that his mother took the weapon to a family member's house to get rid of it, according to the weapons. Wow, they got everything. Officers got a different story from the victim. She told investigators that she was hit by her boyfriend while, so she's still living good, while he was recording the TikTok. He had his weapon out and he was waving it around while recording the video. The victim, the juvenile victim, said her and her boyfriend took the safety off the weapon at one point, and then he started waving it around again. Why would he do that? The weapon then fired and she fell to the ground, according to records. She told officers that she never told her boyfriend or his mother to say that she was hit by someone else. Phil's son was not charged in this case, but the accidental is still under investigation. Wow. So that's going on TikTok. I don't know what's going on with terms of policy and what they're doing with your personal information on TikTok because I'm on Twitter. So, but that's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Alabama, bro. I'll tell you.
Like I'm a deadbeat dad. I take care of my children, and I was still taking care of you while you was with that nigga.
Ooh.
Tell him that. Tell him I've been gone since 2020. Ooh. Tell him the truth. Because you are a goddess. Ooh. You're just a goddess of manipulation and darkness. Tell him the truth. Tell the truth. When you do interviews, don't even bring my name up. Get it off you. Tell them how you stole my money to go open up a dispensary, and it wasn't even open a month because it was got through unrighteous acts. Tell them that. Since you got everybody thinking I don't take care of my kids and was still taking care of you, why you was fucking with that nigga? But he ain't married you or wife you or whatever, however it went. You know, now I'm fucked up because I done moved on with my life. Because I ain't want to be manipulated no more. That what you? Come on, man. Hey, the internet believe what they want to, but all that black top, hey, I'm still him.
Dang, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's crazy. Stay out of their business.
I feel like I'm holding the guys back sometimes, you know.
What do you mean the guys?
Us, like.
No, bro. You're actually not putting out. You holding yourself back. You're not holding us back. You holding yourself back. I'm telling you that. I'm telling you that, bro. Like, because this is something that you're really passionate about, bro. You got to put that passion in there, and it also is communication. You got to just say that. As long as we move as water, though, as long as the group and the guys, we all move as water, we gonna be Gucci. I swear to you, bro. We got to move as water, and that's communication. That's why I be communicating y'all when I'm feeling a certain way. You feel what I'm saying? So that y'all know. Because if we don't know, then it's tough. So you got to just be able to do that. We got to put out enough. But this is fire. This is different. It's not like your usual. I fuck bitches. I get money. No, bro. I like this. I do.
Chris is like. I think life is a spectrum, bro. There's
this man dissing Tish Push. Shout out Tish Push, man. Shout out Tony Snow, Eskimo.
The really creative people, and then there's the like really operational people. And I think sometimes the operational people have to get more creative because they don't be knowing how to do shit, and the creative people have to be a little bit more decisive and operational, bro. Because Chris is like a max on the creativity skill. He is the most creative person I know, but he's so indecisive in his decisions because he knows what to do, but he second guess a lot of, is it people going like this? Is this the right decision? Nigga, sometimes you gotta just do this shit, gang. Cause like, you're not gonna know for sure anything that's gonna hit. Sometimes I stream and I have no idea if the thing I invested a lot of effort and time and money into is gonna completely fuck, but it just feels like a good shot. And I want to do it. Like, I'm going to the Arctic again because it feels like a good shot. I didn't know it was going to bang last time. I had no idea. You got to just shoot shots. You never know which ones are going to land. Some is going to airball, some have. And then some of them you clean up on, bro. But I think the more you shoot, the better your field goal percentage, though. You're gonna make better field goal percentage if you just keep shooting jump shots. I'm surprised to hear him say that he thinks he's holding us back, because not at all. Not at all, bro. AMP would be nothing without Chris. He was editing the original videos. And the only thing he did was be late to every upload. Like he was late all the time, facts. But the videos were good though. They were fucking bangers. I couldn't tell you the amount of times he saved the video. We didn't think
Nigel Houston dude.
And I think he's evolved
what
so much
Nigel Houston did.
Yeah, I think he's a fire streamer too, bro. I think he just needs to sometimes.
No,
Sometimes, bro, you need somebody that could just.
Shout out Nigel Houston, legend, by the way.
Because it's easy to get in your head when you're trying to be perfect.
Gosh, Lee. Dang. The young legend Nigel Houston. First of all, Nigel Houston, shout out. I ain't never shout out Nigel Houston on this channel before. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely want to say this, man. Nigel Houston, we appreciate you, bro, so much, man. What you represent to black kids, what you represent to the black youth, and what you represent to the youth, period. As a superstar skateboarder, and one of those, we talk a lot about LeBron James being a kid prodigy that turned out to be who he was. Nigel Houston's right there with him, bro. And so I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? I salute you, everything like that. Okay, with that being said, let's get into this Nigel Houston thing. This is, oh, dang, is that bad? You can't even see it, but you can see the little thing, bro. Look, you can see the little in the preview. Hold on, where it's at. Bro, that's crazy. Dang. He said he was trying to clear a massive stair set, resulting in a fractured skull and eye socket. This is a hard reminder how fast skateboarding can turn real and how the thin line between progression and consequence. Respect to anyone pushing themselves in high-risk terrain. Wishing Nigel a full recovery. Absolute beast. Dang, boy. Yeah, be safe, man, for sure. Dang. Goodness gracious, bro. He tried to clear a whole staircase. Let me see. Kind Nip, but I had a conversation full of gems. Shout out Kai Sinat, man. Shout out, hey, rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle, man. Hey, young rich pops was an immigrant, lifestyle illegit, but now I own businesses. All gold rolly, black face, no blemishes. Get you a marathon burger, man. Support Black Sam. Get you a marathon burger, man. All right. Where we at? Kai, no accountability. Who's this? Bruce? Oh no, Kai Parker just said no accountability. Let me see.
I guarantee you it was edited.
It didn't look edited.
Did he tell you what I said?
Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Kai said it on video. Background. For those of you who don't know what's going on, this is Twitch CEO Dan Clancy. This is Kai Sinat. Dan Clancy went on somebody else's stream and they asked him to give the Mount Rushmore of Twitch streamers. And then so he started saying like Ninja, you know what I'm saying? Like pretty much a bunch of white creators. And I think someone mentioned like, what about Speed? What about Kai? He said, no, not Speed, not Kai. And then he kept like trying to think of creators, bro. It was crazy. It was mad disrespectful. And Clancy, he literally just went on right before that clip, he just went on Mafiathon 3 and was like, yo, Kai, we so proud of you. You set the Twitch world record and you just keep pushing it and everything like that. Yeah. I got if I could do this in a YouTube short, the Nigel Houston thing, I will. But I know I can't react to that on stream. They're gonna yellow mark that jump. But yeah, that was the background and what Dan Clancy said. So that's when he came up and said, I promise you the clip was edited. And kind of like, I won't edit it.
Yeah, you said you thought it was edited.
No, I'll tell you what I said. Tell you exactly what I said. Miz gave his Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
Right? And then he gave like OG. He gave like Soda Poppin' and Rectal and all these OG.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, I guess for some people, Mount Rushmore is for the OG.
Yeah, I seen that, yeah.
Okay. And so if that is your thing, then Kai and Speed are at the top of the heap now.
No, you said no.
And then
you said
therefore Kai and Speed wouldn't be on. No, I said they're at the top of the heap now. So then Kai and Speed wouldn't be on Mount Rushmore.
Now you had said like you can't. You only told me that out of the Mount Rushmore because you was in front of me.
Oh no, you saw that. No, I had you on that. I meant the clip.
No, you said to Miz, you said the only reason why you put me on Mount Rushmore is because you was in front of me. Yeah. It's okay, bro.
Okay, I might have said that, but that's just talking to me.
I told John though. Like,
I might have said, but then they I guarantee you I might have said that, but they edited where they said, oh, I wouldn't have him on there. I never said that. Okay,
I see it, but it's all good though.
That's crazy. Kai's still on business. And he posted on YouTube. And he posted on Twitter. I mean, that's insane, bro.
It should be more historical.
Yeah.
Like in other words, Kai is big now, but arguably it's like, now he asked me, so I had to put him on there. But arguably it's like, look, you're great, but you can't be on the Mount Rushmore yet.
See, I put it should be Speed, Kai, Queso.
Right.
When there's like so.
Well, initially when I was doing it, because of course part of it is you just don't remember people. And initially I mentioned Speed, and then I was like, oh no, and I swapped Speed out for Queso.
Yeah.
Okay. But of course, all the idiots on it.
They the biggest, bro. Like they are literally the biggest, bro. All right. Anyways, let's go to the next one. Next one. KC3. What is this?
Bro,
Oh, snap.
Streaming, like, I would never stop it. I would never stop streaming though. But you gotta have time for you, bro. You know? Because we're gonna get caught up in the screens, the two monitors, the chat, all that. But when do you have time for Chris? When do you have time to make true art? Music is not a joke.
Even the YouTube shit though.
Yeah. And like you don't gotta drop often, you can drop when you want, but just know behind the scenes and when you about to drop is you cooking though. You can't be stagnant. You gotta still be showing a tide of cooking. You know, and then you put that shit out. Bro, streaming like
Next. Streaming is an art too. I don't think people should. Like, you remember when Lil Yachty left rap and he made the experimental album? He's like, this ain't no SoundCloud rap, this real music. That's like, dang, even the SoundCloud rap, even though it was like simple and stuff like that, like it was still real music.
I often care about what people think. And I've done it for the longest since I started making content, and it's so whack.
I'm gonna go 1.5 this joint because this is a KC3 production.
It's so whack. Like the thought of caring what people think is so messed up because in 100 years or in a lot of years from now, we are going to die eventually. Everybody that you hear talking about you, everybody that you hear speaking on your craft or saying you're not good enough or you're embarrassed to show, not embarrassed, but you're scared to show your talents around or they think they have something to say. It doesn't make any sense because we will all get to a time where we will all pass away. And we only get, I've once heard Eddie Murphy say we get 75 years if we get lucky. Let that sink in. As long as you're morally a good person and as long as you really have a craft that you want to thrive in, you will be fine. But do not waste any type of years caring what people think. And that's something I'm also adapting to as well. Because it's your life and you got to live it the way you want to live it. Years from now, 100 years from now, a lot of us are not even going to be around. And that's mind-boggling to think. So that means you don't have time to give a fuck what anybody is saying. You can do whatever you want. Whether you rap, whether you make clothes, whether you're a content creator, whether you want to be an astronaut. Your dreams just sound so unbelievably big. That is why they're called dreams. And if anybody has something to say about that, they need to dream big as well. They got to dream bigger. They're not dreaming big enough at all. I think we should all want to thrive to be whatever it is in a large format. Be a doctor, a fireman. We should all chase big dreams to do whatever we want. Literally, get up and create and just add to the world. And that's how I look. That's what I feel. I feel it within myself. You know? And once you discover what your purpose is, you run it to the ground.
All right. Next. Kai on the industry. Dang, I had a lot of Kai clips. This was right when like people found out that he had a YouTube channel.
If you look at the paper, it's like this nigga done did a lot of shit streaming. And the way I think I told you, or whoever I told, but I look at it as like this, bro. Streaming or whatever the industry that we're in right now it's like a track field. It's like everybody running on this track field, everybody running the track field. If somebody does good and runs off and beyond the track field. Like he gets out of that circle, he runs out of it. And then like when you do something big, like for example, like you here and then like Mafia Thon 3, I feel like I achieve more than just that track field. And I feel like what I learned from my other Mafia Thons, what I learned from Shooting University, what I learned from my big projects, I feel like people don't digest shit in front of them and accept it for what it is. So when I leave, it's like I feel like if I was to come back to shooting so fast and just go back like nothing happened, don't work on anything I want to do, it's like I'm back in the rotation. And I hate that feeling. It's like, bro, I feel like I did something great that people gotta digest. So it's like I'd rather be here and then do more shit, like dead ass, and just do all.
He literally just described aura farming. He said, I want to be mysterious and let it be hot and let me be so great. That's aura farming, bro. Just come back, dog. Just come back to streaming, bro. It's time, man. The world need Kai to stream. Kids need Kai to stream. The kids that be crying, oh, the only thing I have to look forward to in the days of Kai Sinach, they need Kai.
Always have shit, but always not forget, like, streaming is where I stem from, so have that on my hip. And a lot of the shit that I do, stem it through streaming.
Yeah, I feel like he and that. I don't know how old Yachty was. Yeah, because Teenage Emotions, he was probably about 24-ish. Hold on. Let me see Yachty age right now. Yachty might be 28 right now, right? Yeah, he's 28. So when he dropped Teenage Emotions, 2018, he was, when Teenage Emotions come out? Teenage Emotions. That was 2018, right? That was 2017, actually. So he's about 20, 21. But then he came back with that, wanna be where you are. I don't care where you drive me crazy. Let's start here. That was 2023. Lil Yachty age 2023. Let's do it like that. Because that's the time where he said, this ain't no SoundCloud rap. This real music. He was 26, around the same age. Mid-20s, you have this open, I was moving so immature. And when you get older, the next step after that is like, there was nothing wrong with what made me famous. There was nothing wrong with what got me here. There was nothing wrong with that stuff, bro. You look at a lot of things, you like, dang, that's young people stuff. I had to boss up. I had to mature. I had to so-and-so. And you kind of look down on what you did. You patronize it. And there's a beauty in art at every stage of life. You got to learn how to appreciate it as the true art that it was. And so, yeah. Here's Ray. We're going to stop after these Kai clips, by the way, because I'm at 2 hours. All right, hold on. Let's get the screen back right. Here's what Ray said about Kai. All right, cool.
We saw Kai like, bro,
Oh, here, man. I gotta go 1.5 because it got music on it.
Kai, bro. We saw Kai like, we'll never be here, bro. We gotta be blessed, bro. No cap. Whoever here, like here, whoever, bro. It's like, Kai make me, bro. I will be blessed. And like, his dad saying, I appreciate for Kai, bro. And he said, maybe want to fucking Kai, bro. Shout out Kai, bro. We saw Kai like, we'll never.
That's a fact. Next. Who's next? Oh, Kai. This one was, this was something, boy. This was something. Here we go. Oh, Crack Baby. He been cooking lately. I ain't gonna lie. He been all over the timeline. He been on this stuff. Shout out Crack Baby. All right, here we go.
I was watching DDG last night, right? And this nigga was talking about streaming you. It helps so much people. Who's the people? The famous niggas? Who's the people? The famous niggas? And they be like, Yana came up. Oh, Yana is fucking light skinned. What happened to the girl that wasn't light skinned? They made her cry in a room. Oh. Niggas forget to advance on here. You have to have looks. Now all of a sudden nobody knows that. The girl that wasn't light skinned, she didn't get the big collabs with the other groups. She didn't get to collab with major streamers after that. But I guess streaming you helped niggas. Niggas made her cry. Niggas forgot about her. But all right. Because guess what, chat? If you're not aesthetically pleasing to these niggas on this shit, niggas don't want you around. If you're not aesthetically pleasing and you push out the same exact content as somebody else, and you got the same exact opportunity somebody else got, and you're not really aesthetically pleasing as a woman to like other people, you're not gonna have the opportunities to be in the mansions and no. I was watching DDG last night, right? And this.
So I seen a bit of Kai's response on this. Shout out to Kai, by the way, longtime subscriber and supporter of her ever since Streamer You on YouTube. I'll be watching her on YouTube. This is what I gotta say to what Crack Baby said, bro. Kai has still been to the streamer proms. She's still been to a lot of these. She was streamer awards. She's still been to a lot of these streamer major events ever since Streamer You. So it's not like she just ain't been around because her response was, "Oh, it's all on me. It's accountability. I didn't take advantage of that moment to the full extent of what I should have. I didn't value myself in what I had in my viral moment to go ahead and attack my dreams the way I should have." At the same time, Joker, like, phone work both ways. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody went home from Streamer You. And it looked like some people got invited to the Taco Tuesdays and the face houses and the song and the shout out Rage. You know what I mean? And the other person was just kind of, they had to build it. I watched Kai, like I said, I watched Kai from afar. And it was like she was building her own ecosystem with her own streamer friends and community and people that she could find to go to DreamCon. That's another event where all of them was there. And she was kind of trying to build her own thing. She was really getting it from the ground up all over again. She just had the, the viral moment with Kai Cenat to kind of build off of. But she was like the biggest in the groups because I never knew any of the other people and creators in our groups and stuff like that. But she was never with the phases or the capaholics or that's just a fact. That's a fact. So with that being said, and also I agree with Kai where she said, give Yana her credit. Yana is extremely talented. She could play, she could sing like a Disney princess, she could tap dance, she can skate, she could, you know what I'm saying? Yana is a superstar who just happens to be a streamer. She's playing this character that's extremely funny. But yeah, here we go. Let's give Yana her flowers. She hit collab after collab and grinded her behind off to get where she is. She's so talented, and it sucks that they are using. They were saying her success has come from her beauty rather than all the hard work she's put in. My quote unquote lack of success has everything from me to doing not know how to take advantage of my opportunity at Streamer University, not my appearance. And she said, it's been months since Streamer University, and I've been seeing steady growth again because I stopped listening to what people thought I should be doing and started prioritizing what's important to me. Anyway, support creators you like. This isn't a competition and the internet isn't real. Hard. So I guess she just said like she didn't want to force no phase or DDG or Capaholic because that's not her crowd. That's fair. If that's the way you want to go, that's the way you want to go. That's the way you want to go. If she comes out, but I feel like you kind of proving this point unless you say, I've been invited from DDG to go to the Capaholics Taco Tuesday. I've been invited to go out with Max at the Fine Love, Are You My Ball, all that. We ain't hear that. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, bro. Okay, we got McQueen. Okay, where are we gonna stop? We're gonna stop at Keke Palmer. I kind of want to see the Keke Palmer. I'm gonna see the Keke Palmer stuff. I'm gonna keep it rolling a little bit longer. All right, McQueen. This McQueen now saying something.
Hopefully, whatever we watch right now doesn't absolutely shatter my fucking heart. Okay. Now, at the end of the day, all right. At the end of the day, this isn't about my own selfish. I mean, it kind of is, but it's also more importantly, Kai.
I've said this before, but I think what McQueen is about to go off on is a very similar reason to why I stopped watching McQueen, bro, in the first place. I was about to give him a name. They didn't even have a name back then. They was really Capaholics for real. Before Capaholics. DDG group. It was DDG, Flight, McQueen, Pootie, Ty the Guy, Black Charcoal, Sad Frosty, rest in peace, DC the Don, YBN Almighty J, Chino Awful Wolf, and then Nate sometimes, B. Lou and Zias when they would be in LA sometimes. Like that was their whole group. And then the girls that Pootie would be cool with. The girl from Kia Casanova up there in Canada, the girl Abby Nicole, and DDG's cousin Diamond. Those would be the girls of the group. And Essie would come around too, because Essie used to date Ty the Guy. So that was a group. It was a big kind of like expand, like bubble around DDG and all his friends. And so it's probably about 20, 30 creators for real, but it's probably like 15, 10, 8 main characters. McQueen was one of them. They would do these fake, summer long beefs, because summer is when the kids watch most, summer and Christmas. So they were planning out this scripted beef. But one year it got too ridiculous. And it got to the point where they was like, oh, McQueen got to go to court. And, DDG, his lawyer, who was like manager of all these dudes at the time, Ty and all them boys and stuff. He like did a video where he took McQueen from the courthouse, and McQueen had his hands behind his back like he was arrested. And I was like, okay, we doing too much, bro. We doing too much. And after that, it was like, oh, McQueen going to jail. And then it was like, he didn't go to jail, or he's like, I bust out of jail. I was like, bro, I'm tired of this. Like, y'all did too much this time. It made me mad, actually. So I unsubscribed to McQueen after that. This was like 2019, 2020, bro. And I've been watching them like faithfully since 2017, 2018. So, man, I say all of that to say McQueen is about to get on Kai, because he said I'm quitting streaming, and he built this whole thing of he stepped away from streaming for his mental health. And it was really just to like plot and plan the launch of his clothing line.
Whatever Kai chooses to do is what Kai chooses to do, man. You know what I'm saying?
She is a hustler. She is a hustler. But lame shit, it goes both ways. It goes both ways. Do you think FaZe, Max, and Rage to even see her, you know what I'm saying? She put herself out there 100%. Yeah. But for like a lot of these people to get extra chances after Streamer University, like they said, aesthetically pleasing. Friends of the channel, you know what I'm saying? They got, you know what I mean? Me, I was rocking with everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like the ones that I remember and recognize,
But the best if he does choose to actually quit.
All I'm saying, she hustled, but it's a two-way street. She hustled, but she also got sent. Like DDG probably invited her out to do a little sister stream. You know what I'm saying? After he saw what she did with Rage. So-and-so reached out to her to do this collab. So-and-so invited her out to this party in LA in the hills. Did she get the same opportunity? Did she get the same invites? Did she get the same DMs? They had the same events. They had Streamer Prom, they had Streamer Wars, they had DreamCon. They all at the same events still after Streamer University. Everybody seen her because they came up to her at Streamer University on campus, gave her a hug, and said, "It's okay, boo. Forget that girl that called you ugly. We riding with you." After that, they kind of went one way with the people they rocked with after Streamer University, and she went another way. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, if he feels like that's what he has to do, then that's what he has to do, man. Even for my own selfish reasons, I can't let that get in the way of, what I'm trying to say, whatever he's got going for the better of his own future. Okay, that's the mature thing to say. It is. But I really hope. Let me just watch the video, man. Let me just fucking stop playing. Let's watch the video, Chad. All right.
To do more and create is within me. That is why I quit. I quit.
Bro, he punched the window.
The Pasties are watching. Shout out to D Smeeze with the motherfucking get the sub, man. Shout out to D Smeeze with the motherfucking get the sub. W gifted in the fucking chat. Shout out to my nigga D Smeeze, man. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, man. I need the support in this time. Man.
Oh, he Nah, he mad because he going to Streamer University.
I need the support in this time, for real.
That's funny. That's a W clip. That's a W clip. Next, where we at? Rage's dog presses Cinco.
He keeps following me, sir.
I know.
Oh shit! Hey, get this thing. Get Rage. Come on, man. Come on, Rage.
You wanted a tweet?
Bro, I hate people who do this with their dogs, bro. Control your dog, bro.
You wanted a tweet?
I'm sorry. I don't even.
You wanted a tweet?
No,
You wanted to troll me? You wanted to troll me because I'm a bitch. I'm a bitch.
I'm not aggressive.
I'm pussy.
I'm not a threat. I'm not a threat to him. We're talking.
I'm pussy though.
Yay, Dougie. Yay. Woo.
50, Jay.
Yes, sir. He keeps following me, sir.
I know.
Oh shit! Hey, get this thing.
Bruh, I hate people with dogs like that. Just be like, control your pets, bro. Especially when you know they big and scary. Like, you got them to be big and scary on purpose, like for security and protection. All right, I got to reshare. We don't cross the 2-hour mark. That means it's time to get off. But I wanted to watch the Keke Palmer stuff. So I'm gonna get to that.
Brooklyn and, you know what I'm saying, my girlfriend, right? Some people had mixed emotions about the clip. And it was of me at home studying the word, right? And TT chilling with Brooklyn and Aaliyah having a good time, right? And people say, oh, this, that, and the third. But it's not up to us. It's not up to me. It's up to God. When God is ready, he will tell her, like, okay, it's ready. I'm ready for you. It's time, right? It's not up to me. It's up to me to lead by example, right? To be the leader and to plant the seed. And it's up to God to do all the rest. It's up to God to call her. It's up to God to call him to walk. You know what I'm saying? My girlfriend.
So there that is. All right, next. Max asks Keke Palmer. Here you go, baby. This Keke Palmer.
Just right in the same spot. It's my son's name.
Shout out Kyla Pratt.
Leo.
Well, you got a son?
Yep. He's 2.5. He's about to be 3 in February.
So, like, I gotta be the nigga that step up.
You want kids?
Shit, yeah, hell yeah. Shit. Yo, Chad, I want a little baby, like.
Yo, I'm rolling.
What's that,
Okay, let me see it though. So you got butterflies, you got the stars.
Butterflies, stars, and then his name.
That's fire.
You know, he's
what's his
stars.
name?
Leotis.
Leotis.
He got an old man name.
Wait, where you get that from? Leotis.
It's a long story.
Okay.
Just right in.
He was a Leo, and we wanted to name him Otis. Cuff him.
Wait, be honest. Tyler, what books you been reading, bro? Like, what books you been reading? I heard all y'all niggas over there reading books and shit. Now I'm trying to start. Any recommendations?
Listen, my man read books because that shit really good for his mental.
No, I'm asking you. I'm asking
when
you.
you get to listen, when you get to asking questions.
You want to start up with something good that's gonna get to the imagination?
Wait, be honest. Tyler, what books you been reading, bro?
Tyler be ready to step behind Kai, bro. He don't play that at all. I done skipped the whole Keke Palmer. I was like, dang, that was the only key thing I had. All right, Keke story time.
This shit is hella old. Alizé.
Yeah.
That's like the Parkers. You remember that show, The Parkers?
Nah, I don't.
Nikki Parker.
You know what I was watching though? I was on Everybody Hates Chris. That was my.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Chris will be like, let me tell you a story. So Tyler James, right? When we were kids, it was me, Tyler, like a couple of kids, Taekwon, who was also on that show, a couple of kids just from kid actor world. We were all together at Universal City Walk when we were teenagers. We like had to be like 13,
the one out
14.
here?
The one out here.
Oh
So we all hanging out, we all kicking it. And I forget where we go somewhere. Tyler James, 14. He pulled out a black card. And we was like, what the hell is that? He was like, it's a black card. I just never forgot that moment.
Never
like
seen it.
14,
At 14, he pulling out
he
black
had a
cards. I'm not gonna lie, that's how it is now though. These kids be having all this shit. Like, but 14 is crazy.
14 was crazy for everybody here.
I don't got a black card now.
He was making like $200,000 an episode. That age. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah. Network TV.
200,000 an episode.
Yeah, it was about like 100 because they put us all the highest paid kid actors in like the magazine, and he was like right up under the.
So Keke, how much was
it was way different from
that was way different.
It was different. He was on network. He was on network. I was doing my thing.
Wait a minute.
I know you kind of know.
I bet.
Wait a minute. Who are you? That's funny. How's she telling that man business? That makes a lot of sense. 200K per episode, too much for her limited role. What are you talking about her?
I don't know if this shit is hell.
All right, next. Press. Let's see what this is. I gotta reshare. Gotta reshare once again.
Very mature man, like you feel me? Like just shit
Okay,
to
very
like,
mature man. How old was your last girlfriend? Do Chat know your last girlfriend?
Oh.
Chat, who was his last girlfriend? Tell me about her real quick. Let's say a lot about it.
She's like 24.
Okay.
She do like what she do, bro?
What they say?
24.
They said Grace.
Yeah, Grace.
I love the last name. Gave me the government. So what happened with you and Grace, man?
What happened? I'm not gonna lie, like I'm just focused on my career. So you feel me? Just we cool though, we straight, like we good.
Y'all be talking from time to time. Yeah. That's good. So no bad times.
No bad blood.
That's
no
good.
point. Like you guys stay good with people. All right, what's funny? No, I'm very mature man. Like you feel me? Like
That's funny. Let me see this. Sheesh. Oh man, messy. That's funny. She ain't have no clue. That's funny. Let's go back to Cuffham, bro. Being just a menace. Dislike in peace.
Cosnet revealed that he'd been reading books for 20 minutes to wait. Why did I not see this?
12.
Hey, wait. Wait, why did I not see this? Hold on.
2026, 12:34 p.m.
Is this a prank?
I'm about to do
20 minutes instead of 20. All right, let's go. Let's read. Open up the book. Let's go.
Habit tracking is satisfying. This is the most crucial benefit of them all. Tracking can become its own form of reward. It is satisfying to cross an item off your to-do list.
It ain't working, nigga. Come back to stream and start tapping your hips and bring Nicki Minaj on stream again. I thought you got better. You got worse. Cosnet revealed.
Yo, this man right here, bro. Cuffham, bro. He a terrible dude, bro. Cuffham and Bruce, they terrible people. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Nah,
What's
no,
up,
it's cool. Why I was buried from the cribby crib? What's happening, my heart?
Oh, shit.
Come on, you ain't. Listen, Cuffham, I'm not gonna lie. We all know you're a good nigga, bro.
Yeah,
You just say certain. You just say certain shit because I feel like you speak your mind. That's why I respect you. You say shit a lot. You say shit a lot of people want to say. You feel me?
Yeah, you know, I just be off the fucking drink, the Tris, the Braun.
You be snapped.
I be geek, my
You
high.
in the clip phone. It's cool. You feel me? You not banned for the crib. You can pull up in the crib and niggas will talk to you face to face because that's what men do. It don't gotta be on FaceTime. Listen, to show that it's serious. Man,
Nah,
what's
no,
up,
it's cool,
couple?
but why I was buried from the cribby crib? What's happening?
Oh snap! We gonna see that last, bro. We see that last. Next, Squash. Oh, hold on. That's probably the same clip where you said he squashed the beef.
No bad, nothing. Fire shit, like we can get lit, like we could reach the top, like we could be the biggest of the biggest. I want to take Clover to the top. On God, that's my plan. Like I don't want no bad, nothing.
Listen, I think you got the potential because you gotta understand, like you got the good physique and you do creative shit. Like you got the face swap shit. You do certain things to set trends. You feel what I'm saying? Like so.
Right.
If you could bring value to the Leaf, you could be a part of the Leaf. But first, we got to start off with a fresh slate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
you're right. Yeah, you're right.
You gotta let niggas know is when you saying shit about niggas that's Clover, it's not coming from a place of hatred because that's what niggas be thinking.
No, it's never no hate. I'm not a hating ass nigga. I'm just a nigga that want to like see everybody thrive. Like, you know, like I just want everybody to come collab and just be together and we all like streaming you turning up, fucking bad bitches, you know, just doing Clover shit. Like, you get me? Real shit.
I'm like, I never care about you really Clover, but deep down inside your heart, you really mafia though. Like,
Bro, this man is the biggest troll, bro, I've ever seen, dog. He's a troll, bro.
Come on, camera. So what's up, Cole?
And don't post.
I want to hear these plans. I'm gonna just kick it off.
Cuff him in high school.
Let's go. Hey, magic culture. We got some hanging baskets. We got some oysters. We got some ferns. We got some beds. We got some ferns. We got some tomatoes. 100 on test. Pilot plates. 6-inch $3. We got $2. We got $3. Hanging baskets, $8. We got purple patches. We got spider plates. We got oysters. We got
Camera. Come on, camera. So what's up, girl?
All right. We about to end. I think that was it. Yeah, that was it. That was it. All right. I'm out of here, man. Y'all enjoy the game and stuff like that. Where are we at? We're in the fourth quarter right now. The Bills just took the lead. It's 24-23 Bills with 13 minutes left. So I'll be watching the end of the game. You guys enjoy. Take care. Have a great rest of your night. Have a good morning. Have a good afternoon. Have a good evening. Have a good night. Have a good day. If nobody else told you today, I care for you. My name is Rashad Milligan. This is the Road to 10K Subs. If you are new to the channel, please take care of yourselves. And if nobody else told you today, I care for you. Until next time, peace.
Rashad, why you didn't hit me up?
Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.